Welcome back to the channel, guys. And I just got done watching that insane Elimination Chamber on WWE that was streamed on Peacock, and man, I have no words. I mean, there were some moments that were just beyond crazy, and then the ending. All I gotta say, man, is freaking fuck. Poor Cody Rhodes, man. I mean, Cody Rhodes got... damn. All right, let's just get into the video and talk about it. Of course, Elimination Chamber started with the Women's Elimination Chamber with Naomi, Bianca Belair, Bayley. We also had Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. Those were our women for this one. And everybody was brought in during their introduction, and just before the first match comes out, we finally got a huge surprise. Jade Cargill comes back, seemingly like she's gonna confront the person that attacked her, since that's why she's been gone all this time. And as she's stalking up to the stage, we see Liv Morgan just getting worried and more worried, and we all assume that she's gonna attack Liv Morgan, but she turns heel and actually starts attacking Naomi, which is absolutely insane. None of us guessed that Naomi would have been the one who basically attacked her, because she's been fighting with Bianca to, anybody who attacked her. So, but maybe that was all part of the ruse, trying to cover her tracks. But it was absolutely insane. But I'm glad to see Jade Cargill is back, and we can't wait to see where this all leads to come next week Friday. For the chamber itself, though, it was a great bout, a great fight. I mean, there were so many great moments, with Roxanne and Bayley doing their rivalry, also with Bianca and Liv Morgan going at it between them two. And Naomi was hurt so bad that she actually was basically eliminated. She couldn't participate. And then just seeing the whole thing play out, and all these people kind of going against each other bit by bit. And we also had Alexa Bliss as well too, and I mean, she was doing some amazing stuff. I mean, a bunch of people were getting eliminated bit by bit, and our last two ended up being Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair, and it was just a back and forth bout, but Bianca ended up walking away with the win. So now she gets the chance to challenge Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, or it could be Io Sky, because on this upcoming Monday we have Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the women's title. So it might change hands, but we'll have to wait and see who she actually ends up facing for WrestleMania. Next part of the show is basically a tag team fight between Tiffy and Trish versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. And it was basically just an all-out fight, just simply because Nia's pissed at Tiffy for taking her title and is now the current champion. And of course, Trish couldn't just stand around and watch Nia bully her, so they just kind of went an all-out back and forth. It was actually a really good fight. Seeing all these superstars kind of go at it, it's always very entertaining. At the end of the day, Tiffy did end up getting the win, and Nia did end up getting pinned. So I mean, that's that for now. I mean, there'll probably be some more turmoil later on down the line, but congratulations to Tiffy and Trish for winning that fight. After that, we had the next crazy fight, which was the unsanctioned fight between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And when I tell you this match was beyond brutal, I mean, an unsanctioned fight, basically there's only a ref there to count, do the 1 2 3 count, and if somebody loses by submission. Otherwise, nobody can get involved, the match cannot be stopped, and there's no rules. And Kevin Owens in a match where there's no rules is very bad news. I mean, the fight went from the ring to the crowd, Kevin putting Sami through 2 tables and attacking him so much, Sami finding a chair that was wrapped in barbed wire. It was ridiculous, and it just kept going and going and going. But eventually Kevin Owens did end up beating Sami Zayn. And as he was walking away, of course, he could never just leave it alone. He had to come back and try to do another pile driver. But just as soon as he was going to do that, we got another surprise. Randy Orton is back in the mix. And, you know, he hit Kevin Owens with an RKO. And eventually, like, he got out of there and he was running away. And then as all the securities were coming in to stop Randy Orton just said, fuck it, and took it out on all the security guards, RKO'd each and every last one of them. So it was absolute craziness. And I can't wait to see Randy Orton just basically go all out. And, you know, he's back. So let's see what kind of craziness we get into now. Now, next up was our next big main event, and that was the men's Elimination Chamber. We had Logan Paul, Damian Priest, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre, and of course John Cena as well. A crazy amount of fighters, and you know, the names that were gonna go at it after each other. I would say this fight was actually, I was rooting for everybody but Logan Paul. I mean, yes, he's a great wrestler. I mean, he does everything. I just don't like the guy, so he was definitely not on my short list of winning. But it was great to see all the superstars kind of go out there, do their thing, and really, it was, what was crazy to me was how these little rivalries were kind of getting in the way with everybody. Of course, you had Drew, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins just absolutely hating each other. Damian really is just there. He didn't really have any beef with anybody in particular. Logan Paul just thinks he's better than everybody, so he's just going after whoever he could. And then John Cena was just happy to be there, honestly. He's just looking like a kid in a candy store. It was great to see that Drew got knocked out or got pinned by Damian Priest. Awesome to see that. But then unfortunately, Drew basically is a crybaby and had to hit Damian Priest with the Claymore just before he left. And then of course Logan Paul takes advantage of that, and then does basically a frog splash from one of the top of the pods and pins Damian Priest out. But revenge was sweet because CM Punk ended up pinning Logan Paul and getting his ass out of there too. So at this point, it's basically CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and John Cena kind of going at it. And I believe it's been about 15 years since John Cena and CM Punk were actually in an Elimination Chamber fight against each other, actually. So it was really cool to see that. Of course, Seth getting distracted with CM Punk. He ended up getting pinned and got out. And then it was basically a John Cena versus a CM Punk fight, going back and forth. But, of course, when CM Punk wasn't looking, Seth Rollins hits him with basically like a stomp. And then John Cena just took advantage of it, pins CM Punk, and now John Cena is going to WrestleMania 41 to go against Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. But of course, the craziness does not end there. It wouldn't be a main event without something going on, some kind of twist. And in this case, it was basically The Rock giving Cody Rhodes the ultimatum of choosing to sell his soul basically to The Rock, and The Rock making all his dreams come true. And basically, Cody Rhodes came out to congratulate John Cena for the win. Of course, The Rock comes out, gives him this ultimatum, and Cody Rhodes, plain out, tells him to his face, "Go fuck yourself." It was absolutely amazing. It wasn't bleeped out. It was nothing. I mean, he just straight up said it. The crowd was going crazy. John Cena gave him a hug, but he was giving a look to The Rock, and The Rock nodded. Turns out that John Cena was working for The Rock this entire time. They started attacking him. You know, Cody Rhodes is bleeding from his head at this point, and The Rock is hitting him with that freaking weightlifting belt that he has his name on it, rubbing Cody's blood on it, being like a mob boss. And it's really crazy that he is this crazy villain who is using his power of like buying people out and, you know, now going after Cody. I mean, Cody's got to defend against a lot, and I mean, who knows what's gonna happen, but to see that happen, to see John Cena actually be the one that actually sold out and is working for the final boss is absolutely crazy. So safe to say, this Elimination Chamber was absolutely insane. And with all that being said, Elimination Chamber is over. We have Bianca Belair going to main event WrestleMania to go against either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky, depending on who the winner is after Monday. And then we got John Cena, who is the double agent for the final boss himself, going against Cody Rhodes for that title. I am definitely rooting for Cody to retain his title. He retained his honor. I mean, he stuck to his guns, and yeah, he's being attacked from all sides, but he is a great champion. I think he will do great things, especially at WrestleMania. And I'm hoping that Rhea Ripley still retains her title. I feel like her and Bianca will have a great fight at WrestleMania, but I also want to see what is going on with Jade Cargill. So many different storylines, so many different things, and we're just gonna have to wait to find out. Thanks again, guys, for watching another episode, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.